Terrorblade that he gets to play against, and we've seen how effective Escape Act can be as well. I feel like there's a lot on the shoulders for Ringmaster this game.
I think Ringmaster looks pretty good this game. The only thing he really has to worry about is the global silence.
Past, the present, and the future. The Eastern European region, and they are clashing in this grand final for supremacy. Who is going to be walking away the winner? Who's going to walk away with the early advantage in this game one? We'll have to see. His first blood might just happen right here. Maposhka, the captain of Team Spirit, out of position, caught out by PARIVISION, and no one, the past of Eastern Europe, will take over the present. Masters just throwing out the daggers. Rue's constantly just pickpocketing the PARIVISION, both the support and the carry of a bit of their gold.
I will say the panel is a bit mixed on this bounty hunter. The more I watch this hero, the more I like it.
Oh, the Gorgon's Grasp missed, but it doesn't matter. They still have the snake. The burst damage just too much. The pull seems to be a bit of a problem there. PARIVISION want to be able to contest, but at the same time, Satanic didn't really have the resources to back up his support.
Rue is doing a really good job controlling the two side camps on this bottom lane, plus the sentry battle. He's putting you call us in a position where you're forced to go above that
Don,
line
it's the trouble top lane. Oh, he got run down easy. That was so much burst right there. Got hit by the level 2 fully charged Tame the Beast.
That Spirit have played pretty well around and can make these early rotations. As for Don, again, this is not a lane you can stand in.
Yeah, left alone in lane. DM, the build he's got going on, these boars, and the Hawk is going to be a nuisance. They slow him down with the Blood Grenade, fall with the Tame the Beast, and he just runs him down casually as you can be. Ooh, Satanic didn't see that one coming.
That's really massive in this early game. This Medusa's teaming up.
In from behind, no one. He's going to be stuck here. Fisher goes down, kind of blocked in the trees, in awkward position, but do they have the damage? Laurel walking in, ready to go with the Echo Slam. He didn't really get it that much. Okay, that really cost Maposhka his life, and maybe Laurel as well. With this dive, he's dead. Oh, Rue's going to try and help him out. What a play from Nightclass, using that trick, the whoopee cushion, to get up to the high ground and in position to make sure he gets the kill on the enemy mid lane.
Rotation to mid after that tier 1 tower top goes down. And can you stop this if you're Spirit? You would have to bring the Medusa. And you want to
talk about pace here. 0-4-2 Beastmaster already taking the safe lane tower. Now the mid for Aswood is going to be caught in the Meteor Hammer, the Gorgon's Grasp, and the Snake. Very nice bounces. Rue almost dies in return. Oh, a dagger from across the screen. Nightclass slips one past Laurel in order to claim the kill. Still, though, it's a 1-for-2 exchange, heavily to the favor of Team Spirit.
Oh, Team Spirit are super happy with that. They got summons off the Beastmasters. That was the Helmet Dominator rotation. Collapse is just... Spirit's just gonna sit this Medusa mid right in the top.
Trying to get 6 up in the top lane. The Bounty Hunter is gonna go down here. Roared and dusted. There's no escape from this.
You do have Echo Slam global up.
Yeah, you've got everything except for Stone Gaze, so...
About to happen fast. This is a very fast Roshan for this early in the game. I don't think they're here in time. It's gonna be very close. You're gonna have to just insta-jump with Laurel here.
Oh yeah, the 3-man smoke of Spirit. They're gonna be close, almost inside the pit in time. Bucky H has already been picked up. And Team Spirit, maybe they get the initiation afterwards. They try. Laurel puts the Echo Slam. Global Silence gonna be put to use. Going after the Beastmaster, but it is a hard kill to get. And Laurel finds that he is instead stumbled into a trap as PARIVISION turned back around, get the kill on him and Captain Maposhka.
It's just not a jump you can make. You do not have enough damage to bring a pipe Beastmaster down with 2,000 HP this early in the game. No. PARIVISION are still just lingering around this area, getting tracked. They know he's here. Another jump from no one.
Not about the avalanche, and they do have the detection. The sentry's right next to him, but he's outside of the sentry now. Where's more detection, though?
This is such a big committal.
They've got him kind of cornered. They chase after him, hit him with the dust. Okay, he's finally gonna fall. They do catch this little rat. The Bounty Hunter falls.
And your reward, 500 gold. Barely misses.
By the Fisher, he's got a haste rune, so Maposhka, his life is forfeit. He's gonna Global Silence TP away, but BKB, it doesn't cleanse you, but he does have the toss right after the Global Silence fades away. Maposhka does end up going down.
But what, he could just run right into Laurel here before he gets back to base.
Laurel, ooh, no one. And Laurel both blink away. It's going to be Rue who dies to the smoke instead, who came a little bit late to the party and ends up getting scouted by the dust.
Top wave gets cut as Collapse defends mid, so this is kind of an awkward situation for PARIVISION to force the high ground, especially with Roshan potentially spawning here. Lose this fight. I mean, we've seen it time and time again. Spirit have comeback potential.
They got to collapse back onto Collapse. The roar goes out, but he got off the Stone Gaze. That is seriously actually going to save so
no
much
one
of it.
is-
Look at no one
Bravo.
right in the middle of nowhere with a Scotty, a Stone Gaze. He is done for. Now collapse.
Echo.
Oh, big Echo comes out from Laura, already taking out the Ancient Apparition. No Ice Blast here. Huge advantages for Team Spirit as long as they can deal with Satanic, who's already turned into the Medusa. Blocked out by the Fisher, and Radon is just going after every other hero but Satanic for now. He's going to try and wipe out every other PARIVISION hero.
Oh, they're
and
kiting him out.
Spirit up to kite Satanic as much as possible. The Gleipnir rids that one with a Manta. Gets a little bit further distance. Chain stunned up again.
Gotta be
hit
careful with these
reflection on him.
illusions. Doing a little bit of damage to Maposhka here.
Yeah, Maposhka's getting pretty low. Collapse is also low on mana, but he's willing to use the rest of his mana to try and finish off Satanic.
Don't wait for him.
Goes out to stop it, he's saved. Nightclass, he was coming in with the box, but he gets denied as Laurel, expert read of the situation. Toro, what a bold move there, just to make sure that Spirit lose nothing in the fight. He uses his Thunder to bail out Laurel just in case.
That cost him a lot too.
Can't say I've seen this too often. DeCall is hanging out on the high ground there with a Blink Dagger Ancient Apparition. Labs making sure there's no vision up there. He's like, what the hell?
I mean, the timings might have been able to get that shrine, but no chance there.
Back onto Yatoro. No wheel a little bit off the mark there, and he instantly uses the Thunder. Does not want to blow the Aegis just yet if he can afford to get away. Low jumps in after the Ancient Apparition. Global Silence gets put
Yatoro's
use.
dead.
He still got the kill on Yatoro. This is bad for Spirit as he comes back in the second line. Fisher trying to protect him, but no one all-ins on it. BKB, a toss combination that brings Yatoro down a second time. One side, DM, and no one on the other. Collapse just bouncing back and forth, not sure which wave to try and save here. They go after no one because no one used it earlier. They've got an opportunity. DeCallis jumps in with his Ice Blast. A little bit of a stun is just enough, and Laurel, he's going to fall. Satanic cuts in from the mid wave, takes down one. Now going after the Medusa. Use the roar, long stun, follow up avalanche, toss as well, and Collapse running out of mana, gets off the Stone Gates. A couple more shots, a Hawk that locks him down, and Ice Blast following up, and that is enough stuns. They got him.
That Hawk hit sealed his fate. Spirit bleeding more heroes. No buyback available for that Medusa. He bought out for the Hex. No buyback available for the Earthshaker. This could just be Megas off one misplay mid. You never got to fight out of that Bloodthorn. You never got a team fight to defend your base.
Spirit went from trying to hold the base long enough for Yatoro to come back up, and now in turn, Yatoro will have to try and hold the base for the rest of his team.
I don't even know if you can fight this.
It's Megas. There is no way he can stop this. Question is, how much does PARIVISION want to keep pushing this?
I don't think Satanic knows the word back right now.
15 seconds left. He can turn back into another Terrorblade Metamorphosis. Radon, he's going to have to come in and do something crazy here.
Laurel to be back up, and then you go with the Metamorph. He got
got the initiation. Global Silence comes in just a tad bit late. That's okay. Radon can shrug off some of the damage with his Manta, but at half HP, the Tier 4s are falling fast. He needs to stand and protect his throne, but at the same time, they can't actually chase after PARIVISION. 15 seconds left on the Medusa. Satanic from 2,000 units away is banging on your Ancient.
Gotta do something.
Spirit, they gotta get to him somehow. A Fisher goes out, trying to stall him up. BKB activated by Satanic. He wants to all in it, and Collapse has already said, this is done. This game one is over. Even before Yatoro falls, the Ancient goes down.
Maybe you just can't beat Satanic. I don't know. That might be the problem.
I mean, my only question mark is going to go back to this bounty hunter. Like, what's his place in this game? You have, like, an offlane Terrorblade. We'd say he farms a lot. You have a Medusa who's all...
You've got an off-lane Terrorblade. You've got a Bounty Hunter Silencer. You don't have a whole lot of stuns running around. Maposhka is actually still maybe going to give up first blood. This time to just 9 class. He TP'd away, and yet still maybe falls. That final hit is going to be enough. 9 class. First blood acquired.
He was so patient. He was hiding in this, working out here. It's actually a very efficient item on the hero. And it's done some work versus AA in this lane. Early headdress versus AA is pretty efficient because this hero's just all about chip damage.
Back over to top lane. Maposhka getting it low here. Mystic Snake not quite enough to finish off 9 class. Radon has to chase after him, and he doesn't have the movement speed to do so.
Man, the equilibrium in this lane is just hurting Spirit so much. They need this lane back. They need pulls for the Silencer XP, and they are not getting it. You could control here out from the PARIVISION off-lane duo. Going straight back in.
All right, well, that load is going to have to be put to use, and it's not good enough. Now Maposhka, who's still holding on to that Lotus, maybe run down his, Nightclass is going to hop over the trees, get in front of Maposhka. They'll get 2 kills out of this. 4 and 0 start for PARIVISION when they're already up 1 game in this best of 5.
And he used the Lotus plus the Blood Grenade there. Nothing going Spirit's way in that top lane.
Well, Laurel baits out the Power Rune. No one controls it, I guess, by using an Epicenter, but sadly it wasn't bottom lane. Instead, it's going to be top. Are they going to go for Rue, or are they going to go for the Power Rune? Chases out to the Invis, but Rue managed to walk it off and will control the Rune long enough. They're going to try and get it over to Tiny, but Radon left alone in the top lane. 9 class and DM just relentless in there.
The body block.
Top lane. The body blocking is beautiful. Radon hit by another dagger. Not quite enough damage. Now the Avalanche. It's going to turn this fight around. Radon's going to be tossed over on top of DM. They underestimated just exactly how much regen Radon had left.
No snake bounce for the follow-up. That is the do-up problem. Sometimes you abuse this hero and sometimes she abuses you back.
But I would also say that, would you agree that Templar Assassin as a carry is more effective by have a bad laning phase than Medusa is? His rotation cuts 9 class off before he can get too deep into the jungle.
It's so needed from Apochka here. Needs any kind of extra gold, any XP. He'll take the +1 int as well.
Yeah, he's still level 3. That is rough. Class just right back to where he started. Some vision on Radon. They're going to try and get the kill on him. He is a little bit low on mana. Oh, missed the dagger. That's really awkward. Gets off the snake. DM's going to try and cut him off here. He doesn't have the stone gauge, so he leveled up his other abilities first, so has no way out of this one. No one. Eventually cuts him down. That is going to be yet another kill for PARIVISION off this laning. Level 6.
Oh, Courier Slam?
Doesn't wait. He wants to play in this triangle because he knows the stacks are going to be done soon.
And what's the XP?
Yeah, if he can't take away the gold, then at least take away whatever experience he
Lock it up too.
Yeah, he wants to see if
9 class knows.
They know about the situation. 9 class is such a good read of what 4 positions are going to be doing in these situations. He finds the bounty hunter, and they will claim most of this experience completely free of spirit influence.
They'll need some more mental damage from it.
Epicenter Blink Dagger is ready to go for no one. He wants to put it to use in the mid lane. A Burrow Strike that lands alongside an Epicenter. Throw an Ice Blast on top of that. Any hero will die to that combination for sure. Instead, it's going to be Mapochka who dies as the amp damage is protected and picked up for no one.
Just not a place you want to be with this silencer. Nothing good is going to happen to you around this mid lane.
He doesn't have the best damage, but he is keeping up with Rue, and now they have the dust. They're going to get this kill, adding even more to DM, who doesn't get the last hit, but he does get an assist. This speeds him along to an extremely fast Radiance. This is going to be 2 games in a row where DM is put into a position to take over the map.
Initiation. I'm PARIVISION. I have a lot of confidence playing aggressive right now. I'm just going to follow no one and do whatever he wants. And if he wants to keep slaying supports over and over, I mean, why not?
As Mapochka shows, Mapochka just wants to get his level 6. He wants that global silence. Laurel, he's not going to be able to get the return kill onto Ducalis, backing away from his tower, which might die now.
Can you split up this much versus a bounty hunter? Will Rue eventually find that pick off as he's scouting Satanic down here? No detection.
Yeah, Satanic leaving the safe haven that he had underneath the tower, and all those traps are going to go for it. TPs are coming in, but it's not going to be in time. Satanic's in trouble. Maybe it is. Burrow Strike comes out. The Pipe trying to stop the damage.
They need
the
more
Templar
damage.
Assassin is limping along. 60 HP, 30 HP, 10. A refraction goes off the last second, and he walks away. Spirit baited into trying to kill the kid, but you can't stop Satanic. Because you're going to start getting items on the supports. They're going to get tanky. They're going to get their utility items. So the Tiny's going to have a hard time bursting down heroes.
There's your pick off.
If it's a support left in the river against 2 heroes, that one's a bit easier, and that is a killing spree.
That's a killing spree plus a track kill. You could have the MKB on the TA by the time that butterfly comes out or is impactful in a fight. Just preemptively countering it here.
Throwing him down with the dust and catching Rue. I mean, Team Spirit are just kind of running all over the map trying to dodge away from PARIVISION, so no one has no problem using the Epicenter for a support kill.
Also denying that Wisdom Shrine steal. You cannot lose too many of those to the bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Outside of just making a very clutch smoke on the map behind this Tiny, I don't see Spirit starting fights on their turn. Rue is potentially another source. If you just scout some heroes on the map, he off.
Yeah, Ducalis will eventually die. He's trying to do that ghost shoving that we're talking about, where you don't show on the map and you just push out the waves with your abilities. But Rue is able to scout him out. Ducalis does manage managed to get his Ice Blast out, so Rue gonna have to play for his Trinkle Boots for a little bit.
Essence Rings being super deep here.
Yeah, look how far no one's going away from his team, or DM rather.
Did use the Brew ulti. Do you have no Brew ult, no AA ult? He just running out in 15 seconds.
Nightclass actually stuck around a little bit too long. The rest of the scores backing up. No one. He pops the epicenter, goes for Collapse. A Force Staff got him at a distance. The global sound's going off, stopping the extra bit of damage required. Collapse will live, and Radon starts putting in the damage. No one. He's going to be slowed down. Man, he goes off. Radon actually takes a lot of damage. This Templar Assassin is going to work. Force Staff's going up. One more hit is all it takes. A Side Blades and a little bit of Radiance Bird will finally bring him to his knees. Collapse. He's going to be up next. Run down by DM. Primal split or no, this Brewmaster is still a menace in these team fights. A desperate TP out. No, that's not going to work for you. Clap down. Double kill for DM. Chasing after more and more. DM next up. It's Laurel. Got the Radiance Burn on him, but as they get deeper and deeper into their side of the map, he'll say, that's good enough for us, boys. Still, though, Satanic falling in that fight. Oh, they have the same idea on the Sentry Ward combination, but wards were already down for PARIVISION, giving them the advantage and giving them the kill on Rue, who will find his way blocked by a Wheel of Wonder.
Bigger find his DM if you can snag him.
Gorgon's Grasp just nipping at his heels, but DM does manage to cruise along just ahead of it.
Just kind of got to run in there and hope it works out for you. See what Laurel can find. He has Arcane Rune. Incredibly good rune for Tiny in this fight.
He goes inside the pit. Nobody's there. PARIVISION reading the situation, backing away, and now DM's going to start leading the charge. The guy's blasting the Wheel of Wonder and the Epicenter all in on Radon. They're going to try and finish up this Medusa before the stone
out of mana.
He managed to get that, but still, with the AoE damage, they burn him down rather easily. Spirit get overwhelmed by the mid-game of PARIVISION and fall right into their trap, fighting PARIVISION head-on in a 5 versus 5, and they will lose 4 heroes for it.
This Brewmaster is just an absolute frontline menace. They don't have anything to throw on DM when he just runs face first into them. 6-0 in 8 game, dealing so much damage, being so annoying. Once more, the highest damage in that fight is the Brewmaster. Just getting in there, getting the job done. If a Force Staff came out on Radon, as these ults are coming out, that could be a completely different fight. But Laurel used the one on himself, and Rue could not get in there in time and gets frozen.
Oh, yeah.
And by now, all the mana's gone. The fight's just over at this point. You can't Sunder Medusa. It's irrelevant. It's not a carry you can bail out with the Sunder.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. It's an awkward bit of dyssynergy there between the off lane and safe laner of Team Spirit. And as a result, they didn't even finish up that Roshan. I love the fact that PARIVISION goes straight for taking a lane of Barracks.
Where you have to fight into PARIVISION. You'd rather make them go into your Medusa, holding a position. Are they confident enough to do it, though?
I feel like PARIVISION are certainly going to try and contest this one. Toss back is going to miss because of the Manta. DM, now that he's got the Void Brawler, he's going to chase after these heroes. He's running away, immediately using the Primal Split. All of Spirit have to back away now.
That is big if you can reset here.
Yeah.
Getting that ult out of it. That's a lot, and he's completely alone. There's no follow-up here from PARIVISION.
Yeah, I mean, no one is within striking distance if he really wants to, if there's some sort of opening that presents itself, but talking about the epicenter on the other side, this Rue's gonna see this. He's gonna try and put a stop to it. No! The damage doesn't come in time, and no one strikes the blow. Mapochko goes down. Media buyback gonna be used. Laurel trying to get the toss up in the air onto no one. Activating the BKB. Walking away. Big old tanky DM starts pushing forward. He is going to be the first target that Spirit run into through their buyback, and they can't bring him down. Asterisk, fortunately, he does manage to
might find no one top.
Oh, that is really big.
Kickoff.
Double invis, they find the opening. Stun after stun, Gorgon's Grasp, another BKB has to be used by no one defensively here. Radabatos into the Wheel of Wonder, pushing him into it. That's gonna be Rue dead. No one sees that, goes to the other support. They should be able to get both of them out of this with this epicenter. Radon makes a break for the corner of the map.
Oh, they want Radon.
Oh, and they've got him. They surely have got him. Radon, he's got a Manta, he's got a Stone Gaze, he's gonna try and Silver Edge walk away. Ice Blast coming in. It doesn't hit him, but the daggers are slowing him down. They keep a bit of vision, but he's so damn fast.
The dagger.
Another dagger, it hits him again. Did Nightclash just give the opening? Yes, he did. PARIVISION still hunting down. Radon caught on the map, can do nothing but put a pittance of damage back on a PARIVISION, but he is caught. He bought out his MKB, and he's dead for 80 seconds.
One bad death on Yotoro. And PARIVISION are going to take your whole base, might just take the game. They're going throne.
Look like they're just going straight for the throne, ignoring the mid lane and hitting the tier 4s. Banner laid down right next to the Ancient. 40 seconds left. Glyph already used this early into it. They're trying to deal with the banner. Rue, he gets spotted as he tries to get any sort of information. Instead, just flat out dies. 2 dead on the side of Spirit. 3 trying to hold on desperately for 30 seconds. Half a minute just seems too long. PARIVISION, it's over. They are going to take this series in 2-0 so far. They are 1 game away from taking out Team Spirit at a grand final.
They have looked absolutely dominant. Spirit have found absolutely nothing in these first 2 games. This does not look like the same dominant grand final.
Gunner, you might know this matchup a little bit better, but didn't it go both ways?
Yes, it goes both ways. I think it's more Lesh favor now that Monkey's life still got nerfed against creeps like
This man, it's just so much extra team gold. Trying to make a move on DM.
DM is actually out of mana here. Does have some mangoes and will be able to survive. Now Night Class brings the creep wave in. Hit Radon a few times. Split up for the snake though, not getting punished there. Pounce onto the Grimstroke. Managed to get the Gorgon's Grasp on top of that one. Maposhka. He's just
got a lot of stats
down rather easily with the things adding up. Radon, he's going to get run down as well. It seems there's nowhere to hide. Radon, the trees are cut down, exposing his position. Both on Spirit fall.
PARIVISION, what a boon that would be for this Slark support duo.
And Rue managed to stand toe-to-toe against this Slark with the March of the Machines. Even worse,
they're bringing a lot of people.
They're going to bring all these heroes in. Rue, he's going to spot some of these heroes. Thinks well, going out, doesn't actually hit a stun on anything. And PARIVISION quick on the retreat. A stun coming in from behind. No one's going to be challenged though. They immediately turn back around, trying to burst down this Monkey Gang. It's a close call, but with the backup of the rest of PARIVISION, they do manage to kill the Leshrac. A trade-off 1 for 1. A jump in onto the Sand King. He falls as well. Radon shows up, gets a quick kill onto 1. The rest retreating of PARIVISION, and no more stuns on the table.
Really far behind in this game now. Yeah. I think he's honestly just supposed to commit there with the Ink Scroll. They threw it on the Tinker and he ran out of the fight.
Yeah, I think he was supposed to.
I think
no one. Oh my god! That Diabolic Edict damage was insane.
Might get another one here.
Yeah, Wallace is probably going to get run down here. He's committed to the kill. He's going to dive in pretty far behind the tier 1, but no punishment. The TP, I think it got canceled there.
And PARIVISION lucky this Arcane Rune spawn bottom. That's top, that goes Laurel's way. And Radon, he finds Satanic.
And just like that, Team Spirit striking back.
And this is why you should not count this team out. They have really adjusted the pace here going into this game 3. We're going to get a much more brawl-heavy game on our hands, as opposed to those map-controlling ones in game 1 and 2. Stay up on this map. You're not too afraid of getting gone on. But they're putting the Sand King against the Dusa, and they're just trading farm right now. PARIVISION do not like what's happening here.
Trying to make use of the Haste Rune. 9 Class is bringing Sentries. Collapse keeping up, but they got the stop on it. No one gets in the nick of time with the Boundless Strike. Now they're going to try and defend Collapse. He's got the Vanguard after all. He's going to live for a little while. No one. He might actually get popped. A lot of damage. Strike through all the heroes. No one dies. The TP in from Maposhka isn't able to get an additional kill, but that was a heavy commitment for PARIVISION to just go even. Both sides of the equation for Team Spirit, both in bottom and top. Collapse may even run into 9 Class here as he's going to deward the Watcher. They're going to get chain stun on him. He doesn't have his Dark Pact activated. There goes the stuns. The damage is overwhelming him. They're trying to body block his pounce. They'll get him.
That's the Grimstroke pick. You can always just throw this Phantom's Embrace on him. It's so much extra AoE damage. And we saw this Slark be incredibly annoying earlier when there was a lack of AoE spells. That's not going to be a problem for Spirit this time around. However, Collapse.
Yeah, he's got the Aghanim Scepter on the Beastmaster. It's a lot of magic damage with the mines going off. He is overwhelmed. The Crimson Guard does nothing to protect you against this combination of heroes, the Beastmaster and the Techies. And with the Monkey King, they'll chase down even more. Maposhka, he's going to be run down. Rue TPing in, trying to bail him out. He does have a lot of saves here. If he can get that defense matrix off, and there's a big heal out of the Holy Locket, he is fine.
Space created right there. Here, there's not a lot of mines set up. Kind of your time to take this area over. The Tinker can deal with the waves, so you just group, play for the team fight. You're not too worried about the map.
Oh, well, Roshan's going to go to the other side, so...
That is... Yeah, he's going to pop some of the mines in the river, too. They found the Beast.
Managed to get the Beastmaster, but they can't all in him. He gets off his BKB. He turns around. He goes to for Radon. And Radon's going to be gifted a little bit of defense matrix, but Rue, he can't give him enough HP. This Beastmaster right now is too strong for Team Spirit to handle. Unless they get an excellent grab from the Grimstroke. All in right in the middle of the two of them. They can't get away from the magical dancing pony.
Miposhka bailing out that exchange. Spirit's cores falter, but the supports pick it up. And man, the damage coming through from Laurel when you are stuck in there, that's the power of the Soulbind in this game. Who cares about throwing out double single target spells? You just lock these heroes together unless you burst Laurel at the same time, and it's just not happening in that kind of position.
Yeah. Laurel running into DM here. Radabatos, Gorgon's Grass.
It's kind of low mana.
Not feeling the best about the situation. And Collapse, he blinks past DM to see what's behind him. What kind of support is behind this Medusa right now? They don't see much, though. They just turn back and deal with 9 class.
That's the power of the AoE this game. You're not going to be able to play this game the same way you did earlier on this Slark if you're 9 class. You have to respect running into the entire team. Good Soulbind off in the fight. That's a huge spell for Spirit to land if they can get 2 heroes with it.
Despite Roshan going up to top, it's going to be a smoke down to the bottom lane. Jump forward. Inkswell, Burrow Strike, both are going to miss. 9 class. He used his pounce already. He's kind of stuck in a corner. Oh, he is completely surrounded. They're trying to bail him out right now with the Wukong's command going out, but Team Spirit, they get the kill on the support. They back out of the Wukong's command where DM is on the other side of it, so they're just focusing on the Medusa for now.
They're
They
gonna
get it
chase.
off the stone gaze, but now this is just an entrance to chase. Radon is going to push forward. Collapse is going to chase after him with his Blink Dagger.
Yep,
And they catch
TP.
any of these heroes. They got DM. Managed to get the Burrow Strike onto him. A second kill going to Spirit.
Almost unlucky for TM. He TP's on that spot, but I think the creep wave below him gave the vision, and they have pretty much everything else covered.
Yeah.
A lot of mines here. You have to be careful about that.
Just a few of them. Laura blinks past them all.
Or just
Ducalis, he set up this gigantic minefield, but now it's just one simple Blink Dagger carries Laurel over all the danger. It quickly killed Ducalis and will protect their siege wagon, pushing into the mid-tier 2.
Minutes left. No mines defending the base.
Yeah, DM might be able to clear out the creep wave, but the problem is you're matched up against a Tiny who's going to hit this tower. Start chipping away at it. Laurel takes a bit of damage. He still has that Aegis. Not too much to fear. Popped an early Bloodstone, though. Jump in front. Satanic. They're going for the Radon. They're trying to bring down the Tiny Beat. He is so damn tanky. BKBs, Wukong's command, ultimate's being used, and they got nothing for it.
That was everything. Every ult in the tank. And you still have Aegis. You still have Radon at full. You have a Tinker that can heal you up. This push is absolutely on. No glyph. This is probably just a lane. No way you're
They're
taking this
open.
fight.
The base is entirely undefended at this point with no ultimates on PARIVISION. Team Spirit will claim the first lane of barracks.
This is what Game 2 looked like, only it's completely reversed. The mid-game 30-minute timing is just unstoppable right now.
And maybe all those mines should have been inside the base, because now Team Spirit are going for his second lane to toss back with the Inkswell. A lot of chain stuns. He's silenced up as well. He's not being able to get off any spells whatsoever. The Dusa joined by Techies. He's going to get a little bit of help. No, locked down by the Tinker. They get a little bit more mana. He stays alive. The Gluttony for a punish? Not really. Laurel is the one caught. He still has the Aegis for 35 seconds. Team Spirit, they don't get a second lane. They also don't lose anything.
That Dusa is just so tanky. Even with all your spell damage, that Blade Mail is an obnoxious item to push through. That is
To hunt the monkey. No one playing around all these mines. He sees them. Oh, he walked into all of them. The gem is recovered. But finally, Ducalis, he has spent 30 minutes setting up the mine traps, and he finally gets a kill. 9 class trying to have a poke of the rest of Team Spirit, the 3-man crew in mid, but he finds that the poke just doesn't work. But maybe from no one on the other side. Manages to surround Laurel, put him in Inkswell, get him outside of the Wukong's command, and Laurel should be fine. Rue helping him out, refilling much of his HP. And
Nice
PARIVISION, they're chasing. They don't have much catch left, though.
Is this a fight you want to take?
Satanic, he's going to sandwich them. They're still going to try for this. Boundless Strike onto 2. And Satanic all in on the left track with the jump in front to call it. A little bit of help from Tinker is not going to be enough. This time around, Satanic is strong enough to bring down the Leshrac.
Absolutely a fight you want to take with that angle from the Beastmaster. You get straight onto the Leshrac, no Bloodstone to heal you back up.
Sounds of explosions. Team Spirit not finding an opening. Awkward to get into the triangle. 9 class trying to do some creep cutting.
This looks like he could easily get caught here.
He really does. He is going to try. Avalanche is going to catch him. Stopping the TP.
Okay. Yeah, see you later.
That is not the same Slark that we saw through much of the tournament. This is a very different kind of lineup. You don't survive off of just being able to use Shadow Dance.
So this Leshrac is Laurel. He's going to man up for this. PARIVISION are going to contest this. try and get the Monkey King in deep, look for a massive Wukong with a Death Shroud on top of it, and double roar for Satanic. That's your team fight. Bring down the damage dealers, and you can win this exchange, but you gotta do it into March, into Sandstorm, into that Shivas.
The timing is going to be so crucial here. Can they get inside the pit? Oh, Burrow Strike comes out first. No one going to be cut down for the tree. He's going to be saved by the Death Shroud, but the damage is done. Roshan is gone. They already picked up the agents. They got to the back line. Or it's going to be the blind off. Got the other one on the Laurel. They're focusing on the left strike. No, they're going back for a Dawn instead. But he's got the agents at the same time. He's just clubbing heroes to death inside of the Wukong's command. Already the Beastmaster is dead. The Monkey King is trapped inside of his own Wukong's command. The statues will not keep him alive. And 9 Class couldn't finish off Laurel either. PARIVISION threw everything they had at Team Spirit, and they just slammed into the brick wall, the rock mountain that is Tiny.
Yeah, Toro he just sat there and wailed on him the whole damn time. 4,600 damage, and the fact that Mapochka got that soul bind off right before he dies is such a huge difference maker, because they roared the Grimstroke, which means if he gets spells off after you roared him, that's all out the window. That could just be the game.
Oh, it is going to be the game. Team Spirit are going to return the favor. They said, PARIVISION, we know you love just ending the game. How do you like this one? We're just going to march down mid, head straight to your tier 4s. And do you have buybacks to stop us? I don't think so.
No buyback available for the Beastmaster. No buyback available for the Monkey King. 30 seconds to do whatever you want.
And with the Tiny, that is far too much time. This hero beats down buildings faster than you can keep them up. No fire put onto him. I'm not sure what that's going to do exactly to Radon. Another tier 4 about to go down. DM stepping farther and farther forward.
Nice
Daring them to go onto him, but they're just ignoring him. Radon, a 3-man avalanche, quickly deals with the supports, and then back to it. Just hit that ancient.
Yeah, they don't
3
care.
seconds left. Back up Satanic. He is going to join in on the rest of this one. He might be able to help out and get an ancient defended, but go back for the DOTA. Saved a bit of fine 9 Class. Good use of that shard.
Beastmaster's back. Once
And he does manage to get a jump on and Tinker. They know they have to deal with these supports. No one right in the middle of all these heroes. A better Wukong's command that brings down the Tiny ones. Laurel, Ogre, Steel Totem outside the Wukong's command. Burrow Strike back in with the epicenter of a dog to work alongside Collapse. The TI letting go. Double tossed up in the air. And PARIVISION, they are running out of lives. They're running out of steam. So Warp Flare pulling no one back from this boundless strike and pushing Satanic away. A double for Rue as they close it out. Team Spirit will not go down in a 3-0. We now have a grand final series on our hands.
This is the kind of aggression we expected from this team. I expected it in game 2 after that game.
And last mid lane matchup was pretty honest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to stick with Spirit because I think the team that in these high-stake moments, if you have a lot of team fight, you can back up.
To go for an early gank on a Storm Spirit? I mean, with the Warlock,
Should be guaranteed.
they don't have the best heroes for it, but start off with a boundless strike, slowed down by the stroke, and sure enough, no one is going to die, and Laurel will claim the first blood. What a way to start game 4.
Yeah, no, when he's laughing on the camera, he drops the smiley face like, what is this, a pub game? You're just going to 3-man smoke gank me level 1? Okay. Catapult up mid, though.
Yeah,
Trying to
rotate
take
both
advantage.
supports into this one. Help Laurel out as much as possible. Get some serious damage on this mid tower. Glyph is going to be used to protect the creep wave. And 9 Class, who cut across to try and soak some of this, is immediately going to be jumped on by Laurel. Might even be able to get the kill as he slowed down. Boundless strike stun is enough. He just sticks on top of this Slark with the Orb of Corrosion.
This is a very rough position for 9 Class. He's level 2. Amp damage will prevail there. Not a fight no one wants to take.
Yeah, certainly not. 9 Class is going to try and keep vision of what Laurel is up to with that amp damage, and sure enough, he's going to go into the triangle. No one knows. He needs to back away. And Class does get jumped. He has the pounce, and he is able to get away from Laurel. Laurel can jump into the trees again. Are you willing to dive this deep, though? This is a little bit risky. They do manage to get the silence onto him. Didn't hit it with the stroke,
Very
and now he's been hit by the ice path. This is looking really bad. Stampede's going to be put to use, and Laurel running, trying to get away from DM, but the goo, it will persist. He has to turn and fight as best he can. The goo keeps on stacking up, but he couldn't finish him off. The Monkey King stays alive, and now he's thought about going back into it. Close call with the Quills.
He had Boundless up in 1. He was trying to strike that bristle there, heal up, back up. Bonds was doing some serious work there on top of the Wukong. No one just walking through it. So you do not want to throw a bad team fight into Team Spirit here and make his game that much more difficult. That would be worst case scenario.
cost with his level 6. He's going to be one of those heroes that's going to try and stand in front of these creep waves, so push him out with Macro Pyre. But Team Spirit had excellent punish. Between the Centaur and the Monkey King, they have really good heroes to just jump these supports when they try and hold the tower, hold the wave. Spirit looking to make a move. Collapse, TP'd into mid lane to join the rest of his team around here, but PARIVISION have already vacated the premises.
Second Spirit group up.
If they want to jump DM, Bristleback underneath the tier 2. This is a bit of a hard go, but they got him facing the wrong direction, so he takes a huge amount of damage on the chain stuns. If he was faced the other way, maybe it would have been different, but Team Spirit caught him out.
Honestly, even if he's faced with the back to you, it's only the goo, and you still are going to hit him with this Mage Slayer. You're going to reduce it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That's true. The little bit of quill damage that he is doing.
Yeah, it's not that much. A very confident play from them, and does send a message this game, right? Like, we're not afraid to jump this Bristol. You need to play more careful on the map. Cruising to it. There's no pressure on him. It's going to help him farm really fast. It's going to help him scale really hard into this game. Good item versus the TA or versus the Storm.
It means they're not all
off all the bonds damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel a lot better about this game going late with this Radiant.
Stampede immediately put to use as they had the vision of Ducalis trying to get back through the gate. Stop him with the stomp.
In fact, I think this is one of Laurel's strengths as a player. He's very good at adapting his itemizations.
Some of the heroes of Team Spirit back, so a lot of pace for PARIVISION given there.
We've also talked a lot about this carry matchup, right?
Yeah.
And Satanic being, is he an AFK farmer, is he an aggressive player? He's 0-0-0 right now, Austin. You gotta get the CA involved.
Jump on to Yatoro. Radon, half HP underneath the backer Pyre. He's in big time trouble. He's definitely gonna fall. They dropped the golem onto no one, but he did not get latched by the Grimstroke. So he was able to walk it off, and Satanic has been set to succeed. He got a very, very easy double kill off of that one, and he's probably gonna find a third. Rue is running for the hills, but he's got a Ghost Scepter. He does also have the Gossamer Cape. That's gonna help him a lot here. Inkswell. He's just buying time. Eventually, he's going to have to Ghost Scepter.
No TP for 5 seconds.
Instant Yules to stop him from running away and dispel that Ghost Scepter. The other side, Collapse, yeah, he gets going on. He still has the Stampede. He's actually going to go after no one. Trying to run him down here. He still has to stop. Oh, another double edge. Does he got it? No, it's not enough damage. Are you kidding me? How did he do so little? It's a level 1 double edge. That's why.
Absolutely pathetic. It looked hype, but there was no way to get that in the end while setting up a fight for the Gyro and the Monkey.
All in the Bristleback. Oh, he what? Laurel missing the Boundless Strike there. I'm not even sure if they were honestly going to commit to this Bristleback or not. Oh, managed to get the swap by on the two of them. Oh, and that's going to be a beautiful stop to set it up. They're slowed down, bailed out a bit. Class with the Death Shroud. They're actually going to go after the Monkey King. At least Storm trying to zip in. Still, though, DM is left behind. The Stampede's going to go off. They finally finish him. And now with the extra movement speed, they try and chase after more. Satanic on the low ground, throwing shots at Radon. He is not fast. He is getting overwhelmed by the damage of Satanic. The carry battle continues to go to the favor of Satanic time and time again. He just appears to be too damn big for Spirit to handle.
Spirit are falling deeper into this hole right now. The lead is growing. This TA is taking this game over.
High ground is definitely going to be the most difficult part for PARIVISION. But if they can pick apart Team Spirit, say Laurel, who can't jump away to the trees fast enough, and now no one is able to follow up that initiation. A beautiful pickoff like that, you get more of those, high ground might just be free for the taking.
This is the Slark value. These wards, the D wards, the vision, the setup.
But then maybe they're going to try.
Oh, they're going to fight.
Finally put their team fight together. Remember, they still have the double Fatal Bonds combination.
They still have the ward on the hill. That's the biggest thing here.
Oh, you're right. That is a fantastic ward. Nightclap's going to spot it now. PARIVISION starting to back away. Collapse, whipping the initiation. Satanic on the front lines with his Aegis. They do mention double Fatal Bonds. The gold's going to be dropped. Huge amounts of damage raining out PARIVISION. This is not looking good. Big burst damage from no one. Trying to finish off these two heroes. Satanic on his second life. He goes to work. Nightclap's finally dies, but it's all that's left is Radon and Rue stuck in a corner. They might have hit the combo, but PARIVISION, the gold is too much for Spirit to handle.
The second life there for Satanic makes so much of a difference. And he will collect even more charges on this death. So regen room for no one was massive in that fight as well. And it's the BKBs. Yeah, you land this double bonds, but both these cores can just sit in the middle of the fight with their BKBs, and they kill Laurel pretty quickly there. Getting killed by no one. No one kills Collapse there. Goes back in. The Monkey King dies to Satanic's second life. If there's no Aegis, it could look a lot different, but He decided to take that fight knowing he had that second life. And
Oh, Radon gonna be jumped again. They popped out the soul bite, but doesn't matter if your carry is gone. 70 seconds. PARIVISION, they might just be ending the series here and now.
aim damage. This team is so hard right now.
They want to keep finding more. Laurel has to use the Boundless Strike with the Shard to jump back inside the base. The heroes are being slowed down. No one pulling back in Rune. No more Ghost Scepter to protect him. And collapse! Half his HP in one shot from Satanic. This is just all over, man. They're running down Laurel. Another Boundless Strike back in the thought will barely survive. But PARIVISION are inside your base, taking the lane. Top is gone. They're going to take the tier 2 up next. Seemingly, Spirit can't do anything to stop them anymore.
They have just been annihilating Yatoro in these games. He's had some deaths that have just led to game losses. No breathing room available. And Satanic just absolutely taking this one over. 9-0 on this Templar Assassin. 400 CS, almost level 25 already. It's just poured in the damage. He wants to, like you said, he's about to end this series right now.
The only thing that's really stopping PARIVISION looking for more. Tier 2 with the bottom lane, but 2 lanes at 31 minutes.
I don't care about Roshan. I have full Swift Link. I have Daedalus. I'm gonna hit level 25 off one more wave.
If they get more pickoffs, that tier 2 is gone, and now Collapse in big time trouble. He still has the Stampede to work with. They use the stun. Now he's gonna pop the Stampede, see if he can get enough distance to TP away. Neutral trying to help him out here. Goes to the TP now. Is that gonna be enough? No! Nightclap gets there in time with the Yule Scepter, and down he goes. Another 45 seconds. The windows just keep on opening. There's been a draft here in Team Spirit's base. No buildings in top or mid, and the bottom lane is open for the taking.
An armlet on the Centaur. Collapse says, I'm never getting to an axe. I need whatever I can get right now.
Every small item you can get your hands on for this final push coming their way. Banner down. How does Spirit approach this? Can they actually deal with Satanic even one time? Magpire immediately going out. They're all landing on the Satanic, but he's bailed out by the Depth Shroud. But Dawn really didn't get that many flat cannon shots. They've already lost the Warlock and Laurel. Both dead. Wukong's command just being ignored by Satanic. They didn't even come close to beating out Satanic on the first life. That is going to be Megas.
You're gonna have to buy
Oh, we got the dieback onto Maposhka as well.
He's just 1v5 at this point.
He really is. He is showcasing that he is able. He is the new generation of Eastern European carriers. He is perhaps the best carry in the world, and he's backed by a team that is just so damn good. They're putting it all together, taking on the TI champions time and time again, running them down all the way behind their Ancient, all the way into the fountain, and will force them out, claiming a 3-1 victory.
Back-to-back ESL champions. A team. I think a lot of people doubted whether they would be able to come back to full fruition after kicking Crystallis, after they bring in the youngest, most promising carry in the world.